right, so we're gonna have another attempt at this because the last time I made this breakdown video, it was a little bit too long, and I know that a lot of you are busy service business owners, so I'm gonna try to make this video shorter to address all your questions. How is local service mastery gonna help me? What is this? Is it even relevant for me? We're gonna address all of this on this video. So let's get started. First of all, who am I making this video for? I'm making this video for both of us, and I'll explain to you exactly why. See, one of the biggest hurdles, one of the biggest problems with business owners who are interested in the program but aren't pulling the trigger and aren't joining is because they don't feel comfortable enough. They don't know who we are. Maybe they just saw us. Maybe they just heard about us. Maybe they just, saw an ad. We're interested. But if you booked a call, if you're on this page, if you, went on the VSL, whatever you did, that you found this video, that means that you have a need. And so I want to really make sure that you know who we are. And if you're hopping on a call with one of my sales team or myself, you're ready to move forward. So I don't want to waste my team's time, and I don't want to waste your time. So I'm going to touch on everything in this video, so you'll be, all right, I'm ready. Let's get started on these calls. Okay, so this is first of all who we're targeting and why I'm making this video in the first place. Perfect. Now, what is local service mastery? Local service mastery is a coaching program that teaches service business owners how to generate their own leads themselves, which brings me into the second point of who are we catering to? Who is this program even for? And so this program is not for e-commerce store owners. If you're trying to sell your stuff online, whatever it is, whether it's, like drop shipping, or I don't know, you have some stuff on Amazon or whatever it is, this program is not for you, and you're going to understand a little bit later on in the video why. But this program is not for you. If you're, like an affiliate marketer, this program is not for you. Trying to think who else. I would say it like that. Like, if you're in the service space, okay, whether it's like you're a lawyer, you're a doctor, you're a home services, garage door roofer, plumber, whatever service you are, whereas you're catering to end clients, like your B2C, your business is business to consumer. If that's who you are, and you're in the services space, again, not online products that you're trying to sell, this program is for you. Now, let me give you like a quick rundown of, first of all, about myself. Like, who is this guy with like this weird Israeli accent? Like, who is this? Who is he to even teach me, to tell me anything about marketing and lead generation? So my name is Lior. I'm a business coach and a marketer first and foremost for almost 14 years now. And I started Local Service Mastery, this program, almost 3 years ago after running a marketing agency and helping service business owners for over a decade grow their businesses. Now, my premier clients were in the home service space, which is, like roofers, locksmiths, garage doors, plumbers. In the US and Canada, I didn't really touch on many other areas. And in 2019, 2020, I started seeing an influx of, all these marketers. There's like a lot of online influencers. Here's the easiest way for you to make 10K a month is start an SMMA. SMMA stands for social media marketing agency or SEO agency or this and that. And up until that point, like I've been doing this since, like I said, like 2010, like it was just people either went through, like I went through like a program back home in Israel. One of the most like crazy long ass, like 4 months. It's like it felt like a university programs that, you know, you're day in, day out, just like learning and applying everything on your company before you can actually do anything else. And now all these, you know, like with all the rise of YouTube and all these influencers, people say, oh yeah, just watch these 2-3 videos and like you can basically become a marketing agency. And so there's like an influx of a lot of low quality marketers who offer services such as SEO, Google Ads, Facebook ads, you know, like all these different services to business owners. And all of a sudden, I got a lot of them coming to me and be like, hey, Lior, like we're paying $10, $15, $20,000 a year to these marketing agencies, but we're not seeing great results. Now, I want to really clarify something from the get-go is that there's no magic in what we do. And as you're going to see, if you're going to join Local Service Mastery, and you're going to understand throughout this video, like the concept, it's like what these influencers told the people is not far from the truth. Like, for example, how long do you think it takes you to build Facebook ad campaign or Google ad campaign? How long do you think it takes you to master it, to know it like at the highest levels in the game? If you're thinking months, you're wrong. Even if you're thinking weeks, you're wrong. Okay? Like it takes you hours. So I was like, well, first of all, like something doesn't add up. Like you're paying all this money because you're afraid of learning, but you're coming to me and I'm not working a lot. Like at that point, we're living right next to the beach. I live in southern Portugal. So we're living next to the beach. I was surfing every day, you know, maybe doing like an hour a week, most likely like an hour a month work on every business owner. But they got like amazing results. Everyone was super happy. But like everyone came with this complaint and I was like, you know what? Let's do something like this. I'm going to show you how you can do it yourself without ever needing not Lior, not John, not Mary, not anyone else to do it for you. And I'll show you how to do it in a matter of hours instead of years or months. Okay? So this is basically the premise. And throughout my career, like I've done a lot of things. Like I've immigrated to the States back in 2013. I ran a company called Israeli Startups NYC, which connected Israeli tech in like US-based venture capitalists and hedge fund and investors. Like all I did was just apply what I know about lead generation and marketing. I had a beverage company back in Israel that I started with a couple of my friends from back home. Like we raised, you know, like to the top ranking of the industry in a matter of days. And so like it doesn't matter like the skill set that you're going to learn if you're going to join. This is something that's going to go with you for the rest of your life. Now, if you're still like wondering like, hey, okay, like it all sounds great, but how can I know that like this is actually legit, that you're legit? And I'll give you an advice that I'm giving a lot of people, which is people are like scammers or run scams. They almost never show their face. Okay. I know a lot of marketing agencies. Let's think of number like 911, but a different company. And if you know, you know, like it's a very big marketing agencies. Like you don't even know who the founder is, but they do cold calling and they, you know, like they just like bug you until you're like, okay, whatever. Let me just do a contract with you for $600, for $1,000, for whatever it is a month. Just leave me alone. And then you ended up in a contract and then they don't give you their like your assets back. And then it's just like, it's a mess. But like you never know who the founder is. And so what I always say is, if the owner is willing to show their face, this is the biggest tell that they're not afraid. And so my personal goal is in the next few years is help 20,000 service business owners a year learn this, because what you will see if you end up joining in the program is that this is a skill set that every business owner in the world need to know. Because what is more important for a business than getting new customers, than getting new clients in the door? Nothing. Like this, it doesn't matter how good your sales skills are. If you don't have the phone ringing, if you don't have anyone to speak to, you can't do shit with it, right? So that's number one. And number two, please, if you're booking a call, please do your due diligence before. I don't want you to be yeah, but I don't know, go and watch my YouTube channel. Okay, I've got hundreds of videos, and you can go and watch and see if everything that I'm putting out. And you guys are smart enough. You can smell bullshit from a mile away. You can tell if someone is actually legit or not. Go watch some of these things. Watch the client's testimonials. Watch the podcast. Watch the videos that I'm putting out on, how to make $250,000 a year with any service business. If you're not making $15,000, $20,000 a month at this point, maybe you're even too small to join us. But I'm putting so much free content because I want to really help you. I want you to see, in these videos, I want you to get the big picture. And then if you realize this and we build this trust, then you're okay, I know that this guy's legit, and now I feel like he can really help me. Okay? So this is really how to address the whole I don't know if it's legit or not, and is it an internet scam or whatever. I know that a lot of people have legitimate concerns. And so these are the two things that I personally do before I make a decision, before I make a purchase. Is the owner of the company, do they show their face, or do they hide behind AI or whatever it is? And second, I go and look up their content on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, on X, on whatever it is, whatever main platform they're on, and see what content they put out and if it makes sense. And if I click, because, this is maybe another factor. Some people don't vibe with my style. What is my style? I'm a no BS, no fluff, give it to me straight kind of dude. And so if you're offended, if you're part of the woke, politically correctness bullshit that's now ruining this world, please leave this video. I'm not your guy. I'm not that person who's going to tell you, oh, this, your landing page looks so good. It's it's really nice, but maybe you should make these small tweaks and no. I'm going to tell you, hey, this looks like shit. Here's what you need to do. A, B, C. You're going to come on these calls, and again, I'm going to explain to you how the whole program works. But you're going to come on our calls, and if I see that you haven't done your homework, I'm going to call you out on this. Because what you need to understand that in order to succeed in a coaching program, this is not like a marketing agency that you're building your hopes for your company to grow on someone else's efforts. If you're at this point, if you're watching this video, you understand already that no one cares about your business. No one. Especially not the way you do. And so if you actually want to grow, you need to know how to do it yourself, and only then delegate these tasks to other people. That's the way. And if you still have but maybe I just didn't find the right marketing agency. If I just looked up a bit more, well, first of all, you know what? Let me show you. I'll make it easier for you. There is a video on my channel. Okay, this one. 7 things I would do if I were to pick a marketing agency. Go watch this one. This is if you're still in the hopes of me finding the right marketing agency. But if you're at this point, I trust and know that you already know that this train has left the station. There is no one else out there for me. I need to know how to do it myself. All right? So I'm happy we're straight on this point. Let's move on. How does local service mastery is going to help you? First of all, again, what are we actually talking about? So local service mastery, okay, is a coaching program that teaches you how to generate your own leads yourself. Now, let's first define what a coaching program is, because it's a very broad term. And so basically, on the one hand, you have the done for you, right? That you're paying money and you're not doing anything. That's on the one hand, that's like a marketing agency module. And on the other hand, we have the do-it-yourself module on the other hand. We are somewhere here, all right? Closer to the done for you, but we're not a done for you. Now, what is leads? Okay, when we're talking about leads for service businesses, we're talking about two main things. One is phone calls, and the other one is lead form submissions. These are the only things that we count as leads, because sometimes what I see, unfortunately, is with a lot of these shady marketing agencies is that they set up the lead incorrectly, meaning that the lead is someone who spent 5 seconds on the website, or lead is just someone who visited our landing page. No, that's not a lead. A lead is one of these two things. Now, we are teaching you, and we're like, the whole premise of local service mastery is to teach you how to get high quality, ready to buy exclusive leads. So that means that we're not dealing with Thumbtack or Angie's List or Home Advisor or Yelp or all these, like different lead platforms. It's because none of those are exclusive, especially if you're running ads, because once you buy a lead for 50, 60, $100, doesn't matter, like each platform and each service with their own pricing, they're selling the same lead for you and 4 to 6 other contractors. So we're not interested in, entering a bidding war with other contractors. That's not what we're here for. That's number one. And number two, a lot of these platforms, what you'll find out is that their traffic is coming through either Google Ads or SEO. And so the easiest way for you is just like be in, like at the top results, and you'll get this traffic. Why should you pay a middleman for you to get a non-exclusive lead, right? Now, when we're talking about leads, we're talking about two main avenues. The first part is paid, and the other one is organic. Now, with paid, in the service space, this splits into two main categories, or two main platforms. One is Meta, and the other one is Google Ads. Okay, now you'd be like, hey, what about LSA? Let's put LSA here, and I'll explain to you why I'm putting this like this small one in a second. And on the organic side, we're talking about a website and map, a Google business profile, and this is called local SEO. Now, if you're booking a call with us, make sure that on the on the organic side, you already have a Google business profile. Like this is simple, and I have like videos on my YouTube channel that you can look up. Okay, Google business profile, how to add second location, how to add your business to Google business profile. You can look it up, okay? Go watch this. It takes a couple minutes to set up, especially if you're not in a very spammy category such as locksmith or garage door. You should be able to, if you have everything, they'll make a video verification, and you should be able to get your business approved, in a matter of hopefully hours, maybe even days, but worst case weeks. But again, like if you're reaching out, you already know this, you already have all this. So our strategy and what we do is, first of all, you're going to learn how to do all of this. You're going to learn how to generate leads from all these different avenues, because this is where 97% of online traffic is at. This is where your customers are at. Okay? Now, what we start off with is the paid ad side of things. Why paid ads? Because that's the quickest way for you to start generating leads immediately. I don't want you to sit there and wait for months, sometimes even years, for your ranking to get to the top. And this is the classic marketing agency move. Let me sign you up on an SEO package for 6 to 12 months. And then you'll be like, man, I'm not seeing results. And they'll be like, oh yeah, you know what? Things take time, blah, blah, blah. And you keep on paying that, 1K, 2K, whatever it is a month. And they just hope that you'll churn in 6 to 12 months. And then they just bring on new clients and the cycle continues. No, we want to generate leads immediately. Okay. Now, how long, and this is like a thought experiment. How long do you think it'll take you to learn how to run Google ads at the highest levels in the game? Before that, Google ads, what comprised a successful Google ads campaign? People overthink it, and it's mind-boggling. What makes a good Google ads campaign? One is a good campaign structure. Okay, now what is a good campaign structure? I'm going to give you the secret right now. A good campaign structure is that your campaign is targeted per city, your ad groups are per services that you're offering, and your ads are relevant with the keywords for that specific category or service within the city that you're at. That's it. That's the secret. I can't understand how, people and marketing agencies get this wrong, but they do. But this is the whole thing. This is what makes a Google Ads campaign structure, like a successful campaign structure. But that's half of the equation. What's the other half of the equation? It's a landing page. You have these two components which work in synergy with one another, and you have good Google ad campaign. Now, what does it mean, a good Google ad campaign? Well, again, it depends on your industry and on the services that you're providing. But if you're at the higher ticket, meaning 10K plus ticket, well, anything above a 10% is amazing. And if you're in the emergency space, meaning locksmith, emergency garage door, everything above a 25% is amazing. Our average across all industries, emergency and non-emergency, is 25%. Meaning that we have locksmiths and garage door people are making 60, 70, 80% conversion rate. Meaning that almost every click on their ad is a bullseye, is a phone call or a website lead. Now, it's not complicated. And so now that you understand what comprises of a good Google Ads campaign, how long do you think it'll take you to master it? People are like, oh, I don't have time. How much time do you think it'll take you? Months? Weeks? Days? Three and a half hours. 3.5 hours where we're going to show you step by step from A to Z how to set the whole thing up from scratch. Do you have the time? If so, amazing. Glad you're on the call. If you don't have 3.5 hours to set things up yourself, well, we have another product for you that we're going to set this up for you. But even still, if you don't have this time, please cancel this call if you booked a call. And if you're planning on booking a call, don't book a call. This is not for you. If you can't invest this much in your business, you don't care about the business, and I don't care about your business either. 3.5 fucking hours. for you to learn a skill that you can take with you for the rest of your life. Now, after the initial setup, now you're like, okay, but that's the setup. What about the landing page? Well, breaking news. We're going to give you the landing page for you to use, so you don't have to like, oh my God, what landing page? How is this going to look? Is this good? Is this bad? We're going to give this to you. Now, after the 3.5 hours, then what? Then all you have is between 5 minutes a day and 10 minutes a week of maintenance work. That's it. That's it. And now you're like, well, if it's that simple, how come marketing agencies aren't doing this? I don't know, man. I don't know. They're too lazy. They're trying to cut corners. They don't care about you. They only care about their monthly retainer. But that's the truth. That's the truth. Google Ads. This is how long it takes you. Let's move over to Meta Ads. How long do you think Meta Ads will take you? 2 hours. Now let's do a quick distinction between the two. What is Google Ads for? What is Meta Ads for? Google Ads is the best type of leads ever. Why? Because those are people who are looking for your services. These are ready to buy exclusive leads. They're pricier, but it's worth it because they have the intent. This is what Google Ads is for. Now, Meta Ads is amazing for two things. First one is cold audience. Now, with Meta, you can reach all the potential clients in your area, whether it's hundreds of thousands or millions of people in your city or town or in your metro, you can reach them. And if you come with a strong offer, you're going to get bombarded with leads. Yes, a lot of them would be low quality, but you're going to learn inside the program how to deal with this and how to reduce the amount of, like low quality leads. But it's not as warm leads as Google Ads, but you have a potential of reaching far larger scale of people than just the people who are looking for your services. That's one aspect of it. And the other one is retargeting. Because it's not just that first time that someone interacted with your brand and with your company, but it's also you being in their face again and again and again. And so I'm assuming that whether you found me through SEO, through YouTube, through Facebook ads, Instagram, wherever it is, as soon as you landed on my website, you start seeing my ads in my face again and again and again. And this is what you're going to learn. Okay? Now, the reason why I'm putting LSA like this is because, again, like as I hope you understand by now, I'm a no BS and I won't try to sell you something that's like that I can deliver. LSA is a black box. It's not a black box because Lior said so. It's a black box in the eyes of Google. They created a system which they themselves don't know how to handle. And what I mean by that is that even if you're doing everything correct on LSA, you're keeping your reviews and you're marking all your appointment and everything, and you have like images and everything is great. If a new competitor comes into the game, sign up for LSA, get approved, they want to give them a taste. And if he's doing things right, all of a sudden you're out of the game. And so I have a few clients in the program who almost went bankrupt because of LSA. So I'm not saying that LSA is bad. If it's work, it's amazing. Like you're only paying for leads, after 30 seconds. It's amazing. But it's not something to bank on. It's not something to count on with the growth of your business. So we have a training module. It's like 10-15 minutes that covers everything you need to know. And we actually have like a few clients in the program who went through the LSA and were able to rank with their Google guarantee results That's amazing, but I'm not like trying to push this or say that, yeah, this is a bulletproof method, because to be honest, it's not. Okay? But you're going to learn how to do this. And again, it's like, it'll take you less than 20 minutes. Now, all right, meta ads, we understand. And so now, after you learn and master all of this, then it's time to move on into the organic. Now, here's the thing about organic, okay? When I started in 2010, it used to take me like around 15 to 20 hours, like on every client that I need to work on a month. Like I would spend like around 20 hours. That's why like I didn't like have more than 5 accounts to handle like simultaneously, because it was like impossible to actually deliver results. But nowadays, with AI, with automation, with all these different things, there's almost like it's semi-automatic. It's semi-automatic. And so this training module, and again, like this is like the 3rd iteration of the program, because again, this is not some online course that you buy and someone built it back in 2015 and is trying to sell you outdated things. No, this is like a live organism. This is something that we keep on working, keep on improving, always keeping up to date. And today, like in 2024, 2025, whenever you're watching, like with all the AI, like the whole thing is almost fully automatic. And so how long do you think it'll take you? This we used to tell people it'll take them to master between 1 to 2 months. But now we've boiled the entire thing, the entire system from scratch to 4.5 hours. And so what you see here, that in less than 12 hours, you will master lead generation for your business. This is the honest truth. And if you don't believe me, again, please go watch some of the client testimonials.
And
this one.
And last week it was very good conversions. I can show you.
Okay.
I think that was on the 22nd. Let's see. How can I see the conversion?
Click on impressions, and click on conversions all. Perfect. And now in the average cost per click, instead of that, click on that. Click on this. Conversion rate underneath it. All right. This is what we're talking. And you've been, how long have you been with the program?
Maybe 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks. This was back in the end of 2022. Okay? Now it's gotten even shorter and quicker for you to actually see results. And you can also go on my Instagram, like if you want to see some organic stuff and stuff like that, like you can see here, like on the client's win. Just yeah, man, like this is, do your due diligence, please. Like this guy like joined us. He has like a locksmith company, joined us. It was back when we had like 11 modules for the Google ads. Now it's down to 4. Like he already set things up himself. Yeah, these are some of the organic. I want to show you some, yeah. This is a client's win. This is like a brand new Google Business Profile. Google Business Profile in a new area. Like in 3 months, he was able to rank #1 for one of his main keywords. Anyway, like do your due diligence. But this is how long it'll take you, 12 hours. Now, Next question is, well, all right, interesting. How does the program work? So basically, it all starts, and let me move here. Okay, it all starts with an onboarding call. So after this, you book a call, and you basically, all right, we're going to learn about you, make sure that we can actually help you. You already got all this information here, but if you have more questions, you'll be able to ask there. Sounds good, great, amazing, let's get started. Then you're going to have basically an onboarding call. On this onboarding call, either me or my team will go over with you on all your different assets. We're going to connect you to our system, to the Google ads, Facebook ads, everything, your website. So we'll be able to implement and help you get everything as quickly as possible. After that, basically the program splits into 3 main pillars. Okay, the first one is the course. Okay, you don't have to worry. It's like, oh, Lior is in Portugal, but I'm on the West Coast. When will I have time to work with him? Don't worry about that, because most of the training modules, they're available and accessible for you 24/7. So you can do this at morning time, evening, whenever that works for you. Okay, now I would say that 10 to 15% of the people in the program, those who have like some marketing experiences or whatnot, like that's all they need. Why? Because everything, like I said, it's not like a theory behind how marketing agency works. No, nobody cares about that. The reason why I'm able to always shorten and always make sure that, we're keeping things just absolutely clear and to the point is because we're cutting all the fluff. And so you're going to see exactly how I'm setting things up, and you're going to do the same on your end. Okay? And so like I said, like for 10-15% of the people who join, they join. I don't hear from them ever again until they have their offboarding call. And then it's like, hey, where you were? Hey man, no, I'm not into everything else. I just like to be on my own, do everything. Everything was great, seeing great results. Thank you so much. That's it. Beautiful. That's 10-15%. And if you're more tech savvy, that's where probably you'll be. But for the majority of the people, for like 85 to 90% of the people, the real haha moment is that we have our weekly group calls. Now, these weekly group calls are essential because even though everything is, like I said, like you'll be able to actually see everything and understand everything from scratch. And more than that, like we created something, I'll show you. We created something called Document Library, okay? Now, Document Library is a collection of all the questions that were asked since we started a program. So, like, there's almost no question in the world when it comes to lead generation that someone hasn't had an issue before. And so, you don't have to wait for the weekly group call. Like every question, and you can target by whatever keyword and, filter it or conversion, right? And like you can see all of this and come and watch the exact training and what we're doing and how we're doing this and how we're troubleshooting. So you don't even have to wait for the weekly group call. But let's say you have a unique question. You want to come and ask your question. Well, the weekly group call are essential because it won't just be there to address your issues. You also get to see and hear what other business owners are facing and understand based on their questions how you can improve your business. And so remember when I mentioned at the beginning that we don't deal with affiliate or e-commerce or dropshipping and all that? Because those are different type of lead funnels. The way that they generate leads is completely different. But in the service space, all leads are done through the same methods. And so even if you're running, let's say, a plumbing company, and Joe is running, he's a dentist and he's running his clinic, the only difference with his question would be the keywords. The answer would still be applicable to you and your business. And so this is key. And the third part, the third C, is our community. And so in our community, what you will see is that not only that you'll be able to, to ask your question, hey, I want to go over this, I want to go over that. But you'll have other members also in the program that were able to help you and troubleshoot with you your issues, which is key to what we're trying to achieve, which is like building a community of like-minded business owners. And so this is really, and let me show you like a little bit from the wins channel so you can see a little bit about what we're talking about. Like Brett here, like, look at this. You're watching, like following for some months. You like the style, which is, again, it's essential. Currently, we're sitting at a $75 a phone call, and our marketing agency is getting them for $175. This is what we're talking about, guys. This is what we're talking about. Started with ads, all right? CPL, boom. 8 jobs booked today, boom. 66.7 conversion rate, Austin. Okay, he's got a flooring company. Kirill, like guys, like this is like 35% conversion rate with Google Ads. Like, I can't emphasize enough what this program is for the right business owner. And so who is the right business owner? If you understand that no one cares about your business the way you do, and unless you first learn and master lead generation yourself, no one, like, you can never delegate it successfully to no one. That's number one. And by the way, once you do, one of the bonus things in this program will already show you how you can delegate those tasks to virtual assistants, people in developing countries that will, take fraction of the cost of a marketing agency that will charge you, like, let's say $450, $550 a month for 6 hours a day, 5 days a week. But they'll give you 6 hours a day, 5 days a week just on your company versus a marketing agency that will work maybe an hour, 2 hours a month on your company and doesn't care about you. And so this is really it. I'm sorry, I tried to make it shorter. I couldn't. But guys, if you watch this video, if this is you, if it's relevant for you, you already know, like, the packages that are in the mid four figures. So it's like 5 to 8 grand depending on the package. But if this is you, you're ready to invest in yourself, in your education. You're like, okay, I understand. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking to get started. I just want to get things started. Maybe I have 1, 2 other questions to go over with your team. If that's you, book a call. And if you already booked a call, amazing. My team and I look forward seeing you inside the program, helping you crush it, helping you see how simple it is, and come to the realization, oh my God, I can't believe I spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a year on different agencies where I could have just learned it all on my own and crush it like no one else. So hope you enjoy this, and I look forward seeing you inside. Peace, guys.